Hi guys! Sorry I'm late today. Oh boy, what a thirsty. I'm just gonna check so you can hear me alright. Yes, you can! Brilliant! What a beautiful day I'm having. I hope you do too. I'm sorry I'm late. My schedule for today is boy oh boy, it's so lovely to have things to do, but I'm so not used to it, but I love it. It's gonna be a good night's sleep when I get home this evening. I really enjoy what is happening right now. So this morning I had the normal Thursday meeting we do with a group of companies that come together to have a breakfast together. And then after that, I had a driving license. I always say driving license. I can't wait. I had a driving um, class or a driving practice. And then after that, it was onto a beautiful lunch with someone who wanted to share experiences. So, and now I'm here. So I'm just gonna sip a little bit of a coffee. I had some coffee for breakfast, but I need some now. Hmm. How are you doing? So today we are gonna continue crafting a little sleeping bag for our friends, for our little puppy. I hope you can hear me all right. I know this stream is usually the sound is very low and not very loud at all. And we are gonna check we're gonna tomorrow, if we're not streaming, hopefully we will be streaming, but also we will probably have some time, Bempis and I, that is, will probably have some time to find a plugin that can help us with finding, with adjusting each volume separate, so each audio separate, so to speak. So hopefully that will happen maybe. So we might be streaming some Minecraft tomorrow. I hope you join. On Tuesday, I almost suggested it. On Tuesday, we talked about how it would be such a beautiful thing to have to be able to give to Bempus, meaning that he's got some way to interact with the community, because he was the one who wanted to become a streamer first, and then here we are in the setup. So it would be so lovely being able to give that to him. Oh, and also to find some new music. But he will have to do as it is for now. I'm aware I'm still very orange, am I not? I don't know what has happened to the camera, but something is going on, so we will check on that also. It could be that we will try to set all of this up proper on Friday, and so that we will not be streaming, but we'll see what happens. I am so sorry. I see there is something. I'm gonna touch the camera lens now, so I do apologize. But there's some dust. Maybe that will make it better. Am I less orange now? A little bit, actually. Maybe. No. Okay, I think it's the lighting. We'll fix it. I kind of like it, though. There's a warm lighting. I kind of like it. Today I am thinking of some calm crafting, some healing. I wanted to do some communal healing and some focused healing. My guide said that we will be doing today. Maybe we'll have to see what happens. And I wanted to, I'm just gonna check again the microphone. Sorry guys. Yeah, it looks fine. Good. And I wanted to wear a healing wristband for this. And do you know how difficult it is to put a wristband on your own wrist whilst your hand being covered in hand cream? So we'll see. I will try and see if it's easier now. We'll see what happens. When people start to join later on, for you voters, I will talk about this beautiful class that I'm taking on Facebook I spoke about it a little on Tuesday. I didn't really know what it was about then. This elemental magic challenge, it's called. It's with George Lesos and Callista. I can't remember her last and surname, but it is so beautiful. And we're on to the third challenge today. It's one challenge per day, and it's for 5 days. And on the 5th day, this sounds like when the world was created, right? On the 5th day, we're gonna have a masterclass, so I'm looking forward to that. So what has been happening? I'm just gonna tell you now. Hi, welcome. The first day we were told to. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this wristband on whilst being covered in hand cream. It's not the easiest. I wanted to wear this healing wristband, or the wristband, the armband of healing. But if it doesn't want to go on, then it doesn't want to go. Yes, there it is. Woohoo! It's on. Okay. So the first challenge, we were to perceive, to see elementals with our physical eyes. So we were to go out in nature and decide which elemental to connect to, and then do this meditation and practice having them view, or having them come into view for your physical eye, and that was so beautiful. And then yesterday we had a challenge of connecting to flower fairies. So we were to go outside and to pick some flowers, to ask if it was to ask permission to take them home, and to take them home, to give them water, and then connect with the golden threads to the flowers and the flower fairies, and to ask for their blessing. And I went out, and I think I can show you actually. I'm thinking, where is my phone? I'm gonna show you. Hang on. It probably won't show up in the camera because it's screen to screen, but we'll see if it does. But I picked some flowers. No, okay. I don't have any battery left. Sorry, guys, but it was beautiful. I'm gonna check actually what it's called in English, but we'll do that afterwards. So I got out. I got some flowers from my garden, and I got them inside. I took them inside, and I connected to the flowers and to the flower fairies. And then you are to ask where in your home that but they should live. You know, where is it? What is the best place for them? And for us, they told me to place it in the bedroom. So I did. I placed them in the bedroom, and then I went downstairs because the bedroom is upstairs. And then when we came to go to bed, I could just feel this beautiful energy surrounding the room. And usually, because we live out in the countryside and in the woods, there's usually loads of flies. And I once had a fly getting into my ear and all the way into the, what's it called? Well, into the physical ear, quite far in, and then it got out. But it was it was a little bit traumatic for me. I know now how it sounds, but I'm a little bit scared of flies after that. And so having this constant noise and having this constant knowledge of there being flies in the bedroom, and also having to kill them off because they're creatures, they're individuals, I don't want to hurt them. It's difficult, but there's so many of them, so we do have to. And that's usually a problem that we have in our bedroom, and I usually wake up to the sound of flies, or having flies, next to you or so. And also, two of our cats usually sleep in our bedroom, but not the third one. The little girl chooses not to sleep in our bedroom. And also, my fiance is usually so tired that he has a problem getting up in the morning. And after placing these flowers in the bedroom and asking for the flower fairy's blessing, last night there were no flies. They found another space to be in. All three of our lovely cats slept by our side, and my fiance was the first one to get up this morning. And when we went to sleep, could really feel, I could really feel the fairies dancing. So it was such a beautiful experience. And today, our challenge is to go out and to make friends with a tree and tree dryads. So I'm gonna do that when I come home. It's gonna be dark, unfortunately. The challenge is to take a selfie with us and our new tree friends. So it's gonna be dark, unfortunately, but maybe I can still take a selfie. We'll see. I hope I can do the process. Well, I will, I know. I will connect to one of the maple trees that we have stood in our front garden. That's so beautiful. So, yes. So, a funny story that I wanted to share. And this is why I want to see what it can be called in English. Hang on. I don't know if you can hear this. I apologize if you do. It's me writing without a keyboard. A keyboard on the desktop. I'm gonna see what's it called in English. Because I have no idea. I'm not very well versed in alpine. Okay? Alpine, it's called. I got up and I got outside and I got some alpine that I brought home. And what was so beautiful, and then all this with the fairies and so, but what was then so interesting was that my teacher in the group, George Lissos, or one of the teachers I should say, he asked me what kind of flower it was, and I really didn't know the name for it, but apparently it's alpine. And it was so beautiful. And then this morning when I went to do my driving practice, they had alpines there also stood on the table, and also sat on the desk where they took over the counter, so to speak. And so I asked the driving instructor, one of them there, oh, do you know this flower? And he said, oh yeah, it's kärleksört, which is in Swedish, which means the spice of love. Isn't that beautiful? But apparently it's alpine in English. I'm gonna check if it is actually. I'm gonna check some pictures. I searched for translate to get to Google Translate, and so because I put alpine in Google Translate, when I then went to look at pictures, I got the picture of the word translate. So I'm gonna check if it is that flower. It is, yeah, it's alpine. So it's actually in Swedish called or you could translate it to the spice of love. Kärleksört. So beautiful. Okay, we're gonna continue our little friend, our little puppy. There he is. And I'm just gonna continue making the sleeping bag for him. Or the scarf, or what it might be that he's wrapped up in, but it's definitely something. I think he's so cute. I think he's adorable. So I'm just gonna check if I can find any red pearls. There was actually something that I wanted to talk to you about. When I had this meeting, it was from this lunch with this beautiful gentleman who, such a beautiful soul. And he's not, he said it himself, he's very skeptical when it comes to mediumship and spirituality and such. And the first question he asked actually was if it has to do with religion. And I said it depends on what you view as religion, right? But then usually what happens, and what happened this time as well, is that the people or the person that you talk to ask you, so if you can read minds or if you can connect, what can you say about me? What can you tell about me? And that's usually a very tough question, because when I connect and when I do so via my guides, as you know, and when I connect to someone, it's usually on a very personal level. And to be sat in a restaurant, a very busy lunchtime, during busy lunchtime in a restaurant, and being asked, well, and I'm not saying because he's such a kind-hearted soul, but sometimes it feels a little bit like, prove it, you know, prove what you can do, prove your profession. And also for the, you know, because it's usually very personal to be sat in a busy restaurant and got, you know, and getting the question, oh, hi guys, welcome. Sorry, this stream will only be in English, unfortunately, but welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy anyway. And was asked the question that, can you read me, basically? What can you tell about me? And of course we can all connect, and he can connect to me as much as I can connect to him. And then I also work with my guides, as you know. If you have any... oh, you mean I don't speak English? Is it bad English, you reckon? I'm sorry, I have to apologize. Oh, come on, little one. What do you think about the puppy then, guys? Here he is. What do you reckon? Isn't he cute though? A picture is in all languages, right? I think he's cute. Oh, Pilly Patson, hi. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. How are you doing? So, because it's a very personal, on a very deep and personal level, usually, it's a little bit, the person is usually not ready to receive the information, because they simply don't understand if it were to work. And I do understand that, I can see it from their perspective as well. I've also got my rational mind, you know, and I'm open to it being anything, you know, I'm open to it being just in my psyche as well. But it also feels a little bit like, do you ask, maybe you do you ask a plumber if he could go into the to the kitchen and show how the plumbing's done? Well, maybe they do actually. I know my fiance usually gets questioned when he's working with IT, so maybe that's just how it is. Maybe I shouldn't be so, you know, thinking it's just this, that this profession is any different from any else. But it still feels like we're trying to shape the world into something different than what it was, and that truly is not the case. We're not trying to reshape it, we're trying to... I just want to establish what has been there for so long to, you know, a profession which has always been. Can I speak a little louder? Sorry. Is this better? Maybe my hair was in the way. I can do this also. Is this better? Is this better? Or this? Is it too loud now? A little bit better. It looks like it would be really loud. Is this better? That's good. Okay. Let's keep it like this then. Is this fine? Because this says that it's almost too loud. We're gonna try to set everything up proper. It's difficult to know because I can't hear myself, you know? So, Pilly, what do you think about our little friend? A little puppy. Isn't he adorable? It's been a long while since you were here. Oh, maybe you haven't seen the other ones. Oh, Streamlab is still putting up. The queue is closed for today. I apologize. I will see if I can actually cancel also the message. Hang on. Hang on. There we are. Okay. Now it should be as it should. Perfect. You're waking and baking with your mum. Okay. So this, because it was such a long time you were here, this is a little Pokemon. This is Teddy. We thought he was gonna be a soldier at first, and then he turned out to be a little teddy bear. And then we called him a Pokemon, but his name is Teddy. It's difficult to show him proper. Oh, hang on. Yeah. And now we're working on this little puppy. You can really tell it's a puppy, can't you? His name is Dino or Dino. We thought he was going to be a dinosaur first, and then we definitely thought it was going to be a dragon, and then he turned out to be a puppy. Yeah, I know what you mean, Billy. I'm just happy that you're here and that you're happy. How's your day been anyway? How's your day been? How are you? My guides are still telling me to be a little bit careful. So I will trade carefully. I'm working with red. I usually never do. It's beautiful. I never smoked weed, no. I never smoked, and I never taken any drugs, and I never drunk. I've never been drunk. But my telepathic twin's been drunk many times, and I'm not sure if he's been taking any drugs. Probably tried some. But me, myself, no, never. I've got an illness with my lungs, which makes it so I can't drink. And I sometimes wonder if I'm missing out, but at the same time, I'm perfectly happy the way it is. It's another way for your mom and you to bond, okay? Just be careful, as you know. Oh, he's got a little hand here. Maybe that should have been outside the sleeping bag. I can put a pocket in the sleeping bag, but usually they do not have those, so let's put it outside. He's crawling out of it. Yeah! He's crawling out of it. That looks good. Oh, maybe he looks stuck now, actually. You reckon he looks stuck? Oh, it's so difficult to see. Look, his little paw. Oh no. Where's the focus? Focus. Somewhere? It's so difficult with the camera to focus. To get the camera to focus. I should learn the trick somehow, but... Ah, he's got a little paw here. Poking out. Maybe this camera? Is this one better? Oh. No. Ah, you can kind of see. Last week you spent 2 whole days laying around and getting and staying out together. Okay. Just be careful with your health, is all I'm saying. I'm none to judge and I'm none to say anything really about it. So just be happy. And you know what I've said before. I've given you so many thoughts and feelings about what you could be doing also with your time. So all I'm sending you now is love, truly. But I am trading carefully. And you know what I said before. Swears like a sailor. Yeah. Many people do. But I don't think every sailor, I can't even pronounce that word today, sorry. I don't think every seaman, you can make fun of that. Men out on sea is what I mean. Swears. Maybe seaman, maybe we swear even as a seaman, who knows, right? But no, I don't know. Swearing I've got no problem with. We live our lives as we do, and we can give and we can draw inspiration from one another, and we know in our heart and in our mind what is the right thing for us, and there's a reason for everything. So I'm none to judge, and I'm none to, I feel right now my guides are telling me not even to, you know, to react or to comment on it. So I won't. I'm just sending you love. Will I drop an F-bomb for you? I won't curse on stream though. I'm a little bit cautious on that. Maybe when we streamed for a longer time, maybe when we're more established. But I'm a little bit careful when it comes to that. No curse words. No. You can say frickets. No, I won't curse on stream. Maybe I'll do, like I said, when we're more established, I don't know. No promises, and I just don't feel like it. This track I kind of like. You love that your mom is really pretty and not the type of woman you'd expect to burp, fart, swear, and smoke so often and so well, and enjoy it so much. Oh. Stereotypes is something that is just part of society, isn't it? And it's a way to try to understand how to behave in certain situations with certain people. I believe we create stereotypes for us to... What I believe is that no one wants to be alone. And we want people to appreciate us for who we are or who they perceive us as being. So stereotypes, I believe, is just in a way for us to try to monitor ourselves, really, in our surrounding, to fit more into where we are and what is going on. And unfortunately, I think stereotypes doesn't hurt until it goes into the person's own belief system, until you start to listen too much to what other people tell you and what that might affect you, how that might affect you, and what you perceive as that word meaning. I have a client who is going through that their child is being diagnosed with a specific diagnostics. Is that a word? And they are now scared for how they should behave around their child and perceive them. And I said, well, you already know. You already know them. Does it matter what other people think? And they said, yeah, it does matter, because it will, what they said, ruin their upbringing and their life. And so I said, okay, but isn't it a wonder and a wonderful thing that they got you then? So that you can show them that it's how you perceive them, and that the most important thing is how they perceive themselves. And if you can create that stability inside of them, feeling at home with who they are, that will always shake, of course, for everyone. Because we'll always find ourselves in situations that we have not experienced before, and it's difficult, or from different perspectives, from new perspectives that we're not used to. And that's perfectly alright, that is as it is in life. But if you then can establish them feeling at home, at least in the same neighborhood, within themselves, then it doesn't matter how other people perceive them. Because that word, that diagnose, might mean something entirely different for them as for the people, the person using them, Oh, howdy, partner. Howdy. It's extra badass and attractive that she can sexy and pretty and manly at the same time. Yeah. Mike Olson 66. I love that expression of howdy, partner. Kind of make me think of horses now. I'm sorry if you can hear this. I have no. I'm trying to find red pals, red beans. I'm so confused. Twitch is saying that no one is watching, and then comes chat. So I have no idea. I never know if there's anyone here or not. Because, oh no! The bead went on the floor. Hang on. I'm sorry. I heard what I did to the microphone. I apologize. I'm just gonna pick up the bead. Oh, come here, little fella. There we are. So, sorry. I'm putting my hair this way. So it's better for the microphone because it's on the side. So I never know. It's a little bit of a surprise, See? It says that no one is watching, and Mike, you're here. You're incredibly tired. You've been up all night doing editing for class. And you have class in 2 hours. I hope you can relax some then. You never showed the photo, no, Billy. And I don't think you can. I think that the stream bots, I don't think you can share links. Mike, would you like a healing or just some relaxing? It would be very easy and not much at all, but I could send you some. Through Whisper? You know what, Billy? I'm just listening to my guides now, and it's all with love. If you'd like, we can have a private session, you and I, because I feel there's lots of things that you might want to discuss with me, and loads of things that you've kept in darkness. So if you would like to share a picture of your mum, then first off make sure that it's okay for her, and then I feel like in that case we can do a one-on-one session, you and I. Otherwise I won't look at it. It's that easy actually. I'm just following what my guides are saying, And I do this with love, but they asked me to trade very carefully. You're just a proud son, okay? And I'm happy for you. I'm just listening to my guide, so. And I know that sounds like we are, like I'm blaming someone else or not taking the responsibility. I do. And it's very difficult, but sometimes love says no. And Billy, for you, it is with love that I say no. You might alright. I'm alright. I appreciate it though. I've been really stressed filming this movie for class. I understand. I hope you can get some relaxation and just get back to me if you ever feel like trying, and just be here. It's okay. We do some meditation, some healing. Maybe you can check our YouTube channel out if there's anything that can help you relax there. Otherwise, just I'm happy having you here, and let's enjoy our time together. This is our little puppy, and we are creating his little sleepy bag right now. Of some sort, some description. I'm not sure what it is. Just now she has dark natural curly hair and has a great mix between chubbiness and natural curves and a really great sweet smile. Yeah, that was the woman that appeared for me also. Lovely person. I'm happy that you're proud. I hope she can be too. I know she is. I'm not gonna go into, if you would like a private session, just let me know. Otherwise, just love. We have created a queuing system for when I get back to doing energy readings live. Right now I am dealing with exhaustion and are focusing more on taking clients in healing sessions, and here having clients come here, and also over one-on-one sessions. So because of my exhaustion, I am doing loads of crafting now instead, and some short and easy healing. But when I do get back to doing energy readings as well, and of course if anything comes through, we work with it. But when I go back to really working, also here on Twitch, really working, but you know what I mean, with energy readings, we made a queuing system that hopefully will work. Well, no idea, but we'll see. What my guides say will always come first, though. I will always listen firstly to what they say, but then after that, yeah, we got a queuing system, so that sounds fun, right? Oh, I'm gonna have some coffee. You think filming anything is almost like meditation for you, no matter how stressed it makes you? Like work for me, then. I got this question today, that's how do you deal with it? You know, isn't it draining to give healing and energy readings and such? And I said, well, yes, I am exhausted. Oh, you dealt with exhaustion? No, I am exhausted right now. I'm dealing with exhaustion. Okay, so how does that work? Why do you do it? And at the same time as it drains me, I get energy from working. You know, just working with the frequencies and working with, yeah, the frequencies and the individuals of both my clients, of my community, and of the angels, of the elementals, of the energies, whatever there might be. I get so much out of it. It's just how it is for me. So I got the question if I'm doing it for money, and I'm definitely not doing it for money. I have to charge because of being in the society, but I started out doing it for free, and I would love to be able to give for free. And it's not really free for me, because I do this for what you gotta understand is that we all do, I believe, what is best for us. All we are trying to do is to help ourselves in some way. And the way I help myself is in helping others. So I got this question also, how can you be, are you actually genuine in being all this kind and being just this giving person? I just said, I am genuine in that is the way I give to myself. Oh, this music, guys, sorry. I'm changing it. Sunday Drive. So yeah. You love that in her own words, your mum can burp and fart with the best of them. So Mike Olson, it's beautiful that you found this and that you can be you. And thank you for being here. I know I might sound over exaggerating, but I'm truly over trying to impress. I'm over trying to achieve more than just being me. And I hope that can show underneath and with it all. So for you, I'm happy that you found this. Do I have any women in my life that are good burpers and farters? When I got my exam, when I left school, as easy as that, the hat that we were giving, the cap that we were giving when we left to the gymnasium, it's very Swedish tradition, you guys. You can write on it, and you usually do. And I had a friend, and when I left the gymnasium, I was very timid. I was very prude, and I was very, I was very timid and prude, like I said, and I wanted to be right. I wanted to do right, and I still do, but I realized that doing right is just being, as long as your heart and your mind is into the same. That's the best thing you can do. And your soul, if you can listen to it, and all the elementals. Wow, this class I'm taking, it's such a beautiful experience. But anyway, I had a friend who wrote in mine, and all she wrote was remember to burp. And I thought it was awful. Why would I ever be burping? It felt like she put a spell, a curse on me. Because afterwards I just started to burp all the time. And when I'm home, I do. And I'm not trying to be, I got this telepathic twin who's a man, and I'm not trying to be like that, following the stereotypes and things, but connecting to him, not because he's a man, but because he is older than me and he's already gone through this trying to impress stage. Not saying that comes with age, it's just different experiences, but for us that's how it is. And when connecting to him and after that happened, I burp and fart all the time. At home. I'm still not doing that or cursing in my profession or at work, but when I'm home, I've just learned to be, it doesn't matter, right? We're just human, aren't we? So do I have anyone else who's a woman that does? Probably. I mean, everyone does, right? Even the queen, as you say. I had a sister a younger sister who I lived with for a while that was very much open in that area, you know, of feeling it being okay to burp and to fart. Sorry, I'm changing the music again. And she would fart and burp at the dinner table, and our parents wouldn't appreciate that too much. I remember that. But otherwise, I mean, it's just natural, isn't it? I believe. I wonder how my mom was. You know, when you ask about how the women in my life are, I start to wonder how my mom was and how it was to be around her. I know it's a bit melancholy and emotional, but I'm just curious, really. I wonder what kind of person she was. Would I burp, fart, or swear during a private stream? I don't think I ever would, no. And that's just genuinely how it would go. It's just how I am. But I have nothing against people who do. That's perfectly alright with me. As long as, like I said, the mind and the heart seem to do the same. So we are close to home. Oh, that's fine, Billy. No worries. I'm thinking this backside looks a little... I don't know how this is gonna turn out. You know, he's got this in the fabric going down. But it's definitely turning into something that he's not into, right? I have no idea. I love the little paw. The little paw poking out. I love that. I wish you could see better. Oh! This little paw. I am always following my guides, so if they would tell me to burp and fart, maybe that would probably come naturally. It hasn't happened yet, but when I work, I mean, I haven't been asked to do, but I always follow... I always follow No, I always follow my guides. But not without taking responsibility on my own, of course. Melvin Lucky, I am so confused, guys. You know why? Because it says that there's one person here and it just pops up more and more people in chat. Welcome. I'm sorry, I can't see when you join, apparently. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It takes a lot of time and patience to burp and fart, to find yourself, you mean? Definitely. And maybe we never can, you know? But I believe if we can imagine where we want to go, in one way, and several actually, we're already there. I said this so many times, but I just felt it was right to share it again. If we can imagine ourselves being home, or wishing to be home, to feel like we're home, then we're already home. Maybe we just have to mow the lawn. I like that expression. Life is short, we should have fun, is what I believe. And as we follow our heart and our mind, maybe we can come at least to the same neighborhood as home in our hearts, right? Melvin Gay, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the community. My guide said that you wanted to hear that. So I'm so happy that you appreciate it. But I really believe in it. I love the expression. Lord Ken, hi, you're here to lurk. Lurk on, my friends. It's alright. That sounded like I wanted you to move along. That's not it. You're so welcome to be here. I'm just creating this little sock for him. I think maybe it's a Christmas sock? Or some description. I think he's cute. Is this what we call healing? This is crafting. Sorry, I just need a sip of water. Hang on. This is crafting. I'm simply crafting's one form of healing, I guess. But what I mean with healing, or what I mean by healing, was I wanted to do some communal healing. And that is something that I do. I take the help from my guides, my healing guides, and then we find energy and we compress it, I want to say, into something that I can then send out to you. It's always a unique experience, and every healing is unique. So I guess it's a form of healing, but what I'm doing right now is crafting in chat. But thank you so much for the question. Some people just like to join to hear my voice. We did some reading aloud, and we are gonna continue with that, but since I have nothing left to read, we're also gonna write end reads. But I hope to get back into reading, because people in the community, some of you really enjoy just listening to my voice, to my healing voice as it comes through. I use my healing guide and transmit a voice that people feel very comforting and relaxing. But right now, this is crafting in chat in my normal voice. Pilly, ever met anyone else that likes burping and farting as much as you do? Yeah, my friend in the gymnasium who wrote "Remember to burp" in my examination. That's not the word, but in my cap when I left my studies. She liked it that much, I think. I had no idea. It's like mentally, emotionally kind of thing. You mean transmitting healing? She did, yeah. Melvin, you mean, oh, talk to me. Ask the question on your minds. You mean with the transmitting of healing energy? Oh, I can't remember now. Billy Batson. After everything that's happened, I don't have much memories of what has happened. I'm just happy I can remember her and this happening, It is, Melvin, I've said it so many times, so I will not go too much into it, but I believe that we are all connected, or that we stem from the same source of energy. I'm gonna do this, hang on. So I believe that we stem from the very same source of energy, which means that we are also all connected. And I believe we're connected via energy frequency strings, so frequency like radio waves. And what I do in my profession is simply working as a transmitter radio, as a radio. I'm just searching for your some of your energy frequencies, and we got thousands upon thousands, each and every one of us. And my job, or what I do with the help of my guides, is to find these frequencies, to find you. And when we are in that room, thank you so much for joining the community. Welcome, Lord Ken. Welcome. So when we are in that space, we can then meet you. But so how it works is basically via frequencies, and it's all different depending on what we do and who is the client, who you are. And I follow my guides always. And with healing during stream in this way, that is about connecting to one or more of you via energy frequencies, and then collecting some beautiful energy of healing, of joy, of well-being, depending of course if this focused healing, maybe you're hurt. In this case, I feel you're not. I feel you got something on the front lobe, maybe that is a little bit of a headache also on this side. But otherwise, I'm not connected now, so I'm not. This is intuition. So I start with my intuition, my gut feeling that we're all good, and then I work with my guides to try to find the keys to find your energy. It sounds advanced, it really not. It all stems from us all being connected, and everyone can connect. We just do as much as suits us in our life. So, like radio waves. Nothing else than that. Oh, a lot of things, but it's not difficult. It's what I believe. I have no idea. It's just how I experience it. Ever have anyone say they were pleasuring themselves during my sessions? Yes. And I have nothing against that either. But it happens. It does. It's nothing that I say this is for this reason. I've got nothing against it. You know, I'm not afraid to go into some kind of stuff. But yeah, it does happen. And that kind of healing is also something that, in theory, is definitely possible. Sexually satisfaction. But it's just not something that we do in our company. But I've got nothing against it. As long as it's not harmful for anyone. Yeah, for anyone. To be honest, we were watching some far videos. Okay. As long as I believe in it, Ubu. Oh, I love you saying Ubu. I've been watching Leo's content creator, Leo Sars, no, Leo's, uses that expression a lot. It was just lovely seeing that in chats. I believe in it, and it seems to be working, but I've got my rational mind as well. You know, I have no idea. I'm open to it all being my psyche. It doesn't matter, you know. It will definitely fit into what I've gone through and all of it. However ground the universe is, with angels, energies, elementals, whatever we might see, experience, feel, does it really matter if they are external beings, extraterrestrial maybe, or if they're in our mind, if it is our brain creating it for us to live, to find our way? It doesn't really matter to me. And I'm definitely open into it just being my psyche, and I'm open into it being other creatures, other individuals, and I open to it being simply energy. I can imagine us being simply brains in a jar. For me, it doesn't really matter, because whatever it is, there's always a reason for it. That is what I believe. And for that reason, we are given this body, we are given this adventure of life. So let's live it. Then, I'm not saying I would love to do research if I had the ability. I had someone who was very skeptical and said they wanted to do a proper study on this. And I said, yes, please do. If you can provide us with the ability to do that, yes, let's go. All I want to do is to help people. So does it really matter what it is? Maybe I'm just very perceptive, maybe I just see things that are actually there. Maybe I'm just very logical thinking. Who knows? But it seems to be working, whatever it is. And as of now, this is how I experience it to be working. But I have no idea. Your mind is so open and amazing. Thank you, Melon. I'm just me. I'm done trying to impress. I'm done trying to be someone that I am not. I'm just gonna be me. And all I want to do in order to feel good myself is to help other people. And as long as it seems to help others, I want to keep on doing it. But then, of course, to be able to do research, like I said, and to talk. Sorry, you had some Swedish coming through there. I got so excited there was some Swedish coming through. To talk to people, to talk to skeptics, is the best thing I do. And not to try to change their mind, but to hear their story, to hear their experience, to just exchange experience. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. Either way, we're here, right? And no matter what we believe in, we're us. It's what I believe. And I'm just so privileged. And it might sound exaggerated, but truly, I hope you can see this. This is how I feel. And to be able to do this, to be able to have a fiance who can provide a family whilst we try to figure this out, I am so privileged. And boy, do I love what I do. I hope you can tell. And I hope I can provide you with something, because you give me so much. I've still got my ego. I still need that buff of acknowledgement, like we all do. So if I can give something back, so happy to. So I might be a psychic, I might be a witch, I might be a hayika, what are they called? I might be an empath, a telepath. More than all of that, I'm a human being, and I hope to be a fellow human being. And if you allow me, sure, I can be your friend. I just want to be me. So I usually get the question, what can we call me? What can you call me? I'm Sarah. That's all. And I'm not saying that to try to, because sometimes when you're so timid and so, people seem to think that it's a manipulated state. And I certainly don't hope you feel that way, because in that case, I have to think about what I do, because I want to help, right? This truly is how I feel. And I guess it's my experience that tells me that people won't believe me, but I'm done trying to pretend. I'm done trying to impress. I'm just gonna be me. So that is why I can now sit here on Twitch and craft and talk and enjoy. And then if some energy comes through, we'll work with them. But I'm so happy to just listen to my guides, and sometimes love says no. And that's something that I worked so hard on. Or so hard with, I should say. And these music, oh, we're trying to find a better setup, but will do, right? The reds are becoming rarer and rarer. Have I ever gotten turned on during a private session? Not with a client, no. But I am in a telepathic bond, or I'm in a telepath with my telepathic twin. And in that connection, that happens a lot. It's very sexual. When you get that close to someone, so that you share mind space and share bodies, it seems natural that the human mind would perceive it as being sexual. I don't know. So yeah, that happens. There's not many people like me. My ego likes to thank you for that comment, but truly, thank you. I hope I can provide you with something. Some bubbles of joy, as we talk about on here. And we're looking to create, or we've opened up a server on Discord. I just want to tweak it somewhat more. I said on Tuesday I was gonna do, but since I'm dealing with exhaustion, I just had to sleep yesterday. But we will opening up our Discord as well. Thank you, Melvin. You too. I'm so happy. So now I will go back to this and we'll continue our little doku. Once again, I just love the little paw poking up. Can you see it? Oh, there's a message coming through actually, Melvin. Is there anything? It's personally driven, but I can give it to you in a general way. Does that make sense? Pillar Patson asked if I would ever be interested in doing research to understand gas fetish more. Sure. I'm open to anything, really. I'm sorry if I sounded, it's just a new area for me, but sure, definitely. Oh, the message. Oh, Melvin. It's from my guides. So I connect to the Universal Library of Information. Basically, there was some information regarding your situation coming through and something that I could tell you. I'm sorry. Regarding your situation. From my guides, was all. But it wasn't very much, but it was very emotionally triggering, or it was light on the outside and heavy on the inside. Does that matter? They want to give you a message. If I were with someone that had that fetish, would you help them indulge in it with a relationship? Oh, it depends. It all depends on the relationship and the situation, right? We have to give and take. So it will depend, right? On a lot of factors. Every relationship is unique, right? I'm not sure how to ask it, but I've got a message for you, Melvin. And I wonder, it's a very short one, and you might not even resonate today, but my guides really need you, or not need you, sorry, really want to give it to you. But for you who are new to this, it might not mean anything, and that's totally fine. They just want it to be said. Would that be okay? I think you enjoy it, can be super gassy now, what can? True. Give you. No, but this is what I do, Melvin. I just listen to my guides, and right now they have something they want to tell you, and so I just wonder if it's okay if I share it. And like I said, it might not mean anything to you at this particular moment, and that's fine. It's just something that they really want to bring forth. And I trust them. So I just wonder if it would be okay with you. I missed my comment. Which one do you mean? If I would like to do research? Okay, Malvin, so I'm gonna trade carefully, and if you feel this is too much, just breathe, it's okay, because you're new to it. It's about grammar. And because you are new to this, it's simply words that wants to come through at this moment. It's about grammar, it's about a truck, and it's about lilies. And so much love and joy. And she's saying that I'm gushing up the library. It's just so much love, and I know that you might not resonate with any of it. They are saying to trade very carefully, but I really just wanted to bring grandma in, and fire trucks, but trucks, lilies, and humor. And wherever you decide to study will be perfect. I won't go any further, but it's just love. So you might not resonate at all, but it was just it was just something that came through. I'm not going into it too much at this time, but it was just so much. Oh boy, and there's more things coming. The turquoise and the salt of the ocean. Oh, there's so much. In the state of Texas, no, there's loads coming in. Texas, I think, was someone else, but just love. Truly, I just wanted to bring grandma in. Just a little words, just a little high. But there's so much coming through. But I will trade careful. She's got stories. Don't worry what you do with your life, Alvin. The time will be as the time should be, right? Mm. I know it might be difficult to follow your heart when you don't quite know what your heart is telling you. So just follow your gut feeling then. I'm sorry I'm getting into it, but just love. Okay? I believe in you. She believes in you. And I know that you're tired of hearing, oh no, actually you should hear it more often. You should get to hear that we believe in you. We do. That's fine, Melvin. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being you. Remember that you are worth being you. Take care. Lots of warmth coming from you. All back. I'll see you again, I hope. We are gonna need a new thread, guys. I'm going back to this. You know what? I think I will take a short break. Just a short bathroom break. Eesh, come on. Yes. And I will be right back. Oh, I want you to be able to see him. I'm just gonna take a very short break and just head off to the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Take care, and thank you so much for being here. And if you have to leave, that's totally fine. And like I said, I can't see at all who's here and not. It's a real game today. But take care, guys. I'll see you very, very soon. And I'll just continue this chat. Love you. See you soon. Hi guys, I'm back. I love streaming, you know that? What it actually is just an interaction between people who might not, might not be able to interact had it not been for the stream. People and energies. It's so beautiful. I do apologize. It's so beautiful. And with this, I find really interesting because I really can't see who's here and not, which is really interesting. So I will just continue with this little sleepy bag for a little puppy. And we just feel free to chat with me if you feel like it, or just enjoy our afternoon together. And I will sip some coffee. I don't know what happened to the microphone. I'm just gonna check so you can hear me, alright? Because it's a little bit wonky today. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, I had such a good driving lesson today. I almost said license, but I didn't. I caught myself. I love that I'm gonna do the slippery test on my birthday. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, I'll do. Let's see. Over there? Yeah, that works. I rewatched last stream and it wasn't very attractive having all the pearls just on the tablecloth, so I'm putting them aside a little bit. Oh, I got a hair stuck in the lid. There we go. So you Lurkers, how are you doing today? You having a good thirsty? It sounds like I say that I'm thirsty all the time, doesn't it? With a pronunciation. I had a lovely day. Meetings and driving lessons. Or one driving lesson. So much fun. I was so afraid of go driving before. I started taking lessons 2 years ago, and then I just abruptly stopped. And now I'm back to it. And this time, after having collided with my telepathic twin, who has had a driving license for many years, I'm no longer that much afraid. You know, for me, it's still a new process, right? But it feels really good. And I'm set to take the test in a month's time, so, or the 2nd of December. So it's gonna be real fun. And I love that the Orpine, was it? That they also had at the school. That I just picked. My fairies, that the fairies asked me to pick yesterday. Unconsciously, I probably have seen them before, but they grew in our garden. I've probably seen them in the school, I mean, but they grew in our garden and just felt this is the flowers. So when I then saw them, the same flower, well, not the same flower, but the same type of flower sat there on the table, I just got this overwhelmingly calm embracing me. So that was. And then it was such a good lesson today. And I mean, these fairies. Today the lesson is to connect to not connect to to connect to tree giants. I'm taking this class with elementals, or about connecting to the elementals. And today we're gonna connect to tree elementals, to tree dryads, and then they talk about how you connect to all the communal, the over energy for the communal energy, or the communal society, or what you'd like to call it, for that specific type of tree. So maybe that was the same that happened with the fairies. But I mean, we had no flies in our bedroom. All 3 cats slept by our sides, and my fiance got up this morning. They truly are working miracles. Well, not miracles, but they are really helping us. I believe in it. And so then when the very same type of flower was sat there on the table, first on the table where you got in the reception, and then also on the counter where you pay. So beautiful. I will have to start to connect these as well. I think after this one we'll have to go through so that it will get some stability, I think, because then it's the tricky part coming up with the feet. I want him to be able to support his own weight. It's something I talked about before with these figurines, and this time he's actually sat up, so maybe it'll work this time. Oh, I wish I could share the picture with you, or the pictures, but my phone, I think you heard it before when it died. Battery's off. Or out, I should say. What do you say? It's depleted. But not depleted, they can't be recharged, so it's not completely depleted. Oh, I like that. Completed, depleted. Completely depleted. Oops. Okay. It just unthreaded itself from the needle, so I guess it's time for a new thread. Oops. Which... Okay. There we are. Oh, sorry. It's a pair of scissors in the view of the camera. In the view of the camera, in the camera's view. The camera eye. I'm just trying to thread these now. It's such a thick and transparent thread. It's an elastic one, so it's a little bit difficult. There it is. Okay. This music is kind of nice, isn't it? We are looking to find other types of music that we can use. I'm just thinking... Oh, actually, this makes it so we can actually start to connect these. Okay, that's what we're gonna do then. Some meditation music, some calm nature music, nature sounds. I use some shamanic drums from Spotify when I do my healing sessions, and to be able to have them also here on Twitch. I know that you can have whatever music, but it will get copyrighted, and because we like having copyright strikes, sorry, it's already copyright, but it will get copyright strikes. Oops. So sorry, hang on, I'm just gonna try to find a way. Okay, we will have to do a little cheeky knot. We'll have to do. So we are trying to find a source for that music that could get used that we can use. And we have talked to Epidemic Sound and they are perfect. But because we are a business, we need to purchase a business membership. But because we are so new and we don't do this for money, even though it's a business, you can tell in our finances, it's not, the money is not the reason. That shows. And so we can't afford it. It's simple as that. But we will try to find some way to incorporate music into our streams. We'll see. We just have to chat with people, right? We just have to get back to them so that we both understand what is going on. We just had so much else to do, I think. I'm just trying to think. Will you let me? Yes, you will. Oh, thank you. I'm just connecting these rows of beads now because I got the opportunity with having a new thread. I can now connect them. Just have to see. Has this one got any? No, I'll take this one. Hopefully it will work. Sorry. Pardon. Hang on. I'm trying to find the little loopy loop. The little loopy hoop. Will you let me thread? You. Ouch. I found my finger. My thumb. Oh dear. Hang on a minute. You're supposed to go around the body. And then you. This is precision work. You will wrap them together. There we are. I'm sorry guys, I will just sit here and craft for a bit. If that's okay. I just felt my energy level just... I'm getting tired now. So I will just sit here and craft. I hope you enjoy. I'm just threading the rows of beads together. I'm thinking maybe we'll do some communal healing actually. Maybe some healing song. I feel some healing coming up. Okay. I will do that. I'll put him here so you can see him. Just see, there was a little bead here, was it? Oh, okay. It is perfectly fine. I want to work with some stones. The lapis was not there. The lazulite. Oh, it's over here. Sorry, guys. I'm just connecting. I'm just collecting. Getting some crystals and some... Yeah, I think... Are we gonna use them all today? These three, I think. I'm gonna use the tiger eye today. No, you will stay here, little friend. That's okay. We will use these today, I think. And then also this wondrous, it's so beautiful, healing wristband. And I'm gonna find the energy. gonna put this a little bit so that we got some space. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna pull some energy up. Beautiful. For you watching, just breathe in and out. This will be a silent healing. For you, feel it resonates. I'm gonna pull some energy, and whoever you are, however, whenever, and wherever you're watching this, I will send the healing energy in whatever time frame, timeline, dimension it needs to reach. It could be 10 years from now if you find this video, or you could be joining live. Whoever you are, I will send you all the love. I'm just pulling the energy up. Today we're gonna work in the shape of a house. We've got someone who lost a child. I'm gonna rebuild the home environment in energy to send to you so that you can start by finding your home in your heart. We've got someone who's lost their job. We got someone who's so afraid of losing their home. And we got people who lost their family members recently. And people who lost loved ones, a child, a couple of months ago. Whoever you are, I'm connecting to your energy frequencies as nothing else but love. Feels it's not right for you, all you have to do is simply breathe. It will only reach whoever feels comfortable to resonate with it. I am building the energetic frames of the house. We're pulling some flower energy in to place in the window of a small house. A little garden, a little lamppost outside, some flowers in the grass, a roof that's not leaking. Okay. continue to build the energy up in the frame of the house in silence. And I will then send it off to you. All that it is love, strength, and the small, tiny bubble of joy, however tiny, to join in. I will now build it in silence. Okay. I'm picking it up. I'm collecting some more beautiful threads of golden healing. All the rainbow of love and light. Just breathe. Now close your eyes if you feel like it. Inhale, and I will send it off to you. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Beautiful. Continue to breathe. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you so much for letting me send you that. It's still working. For some of you, it takes a time before it reaches destiny. It's destiny, boy. It's alright. Okay. Thank you so much. All the love to you, truly. Now we'll continue our little puppy. Thank you so much for letting me send that. Can really feel the energies. This was probably someone who will be watching the VOD at a later stage, or might not even be watching. But it was something that wanted to be sent. So thank you so much for letting me do that. Oh, this last light is staying with us. Okay. So, so much emotion. It is, sometimes it's really tough to understand the reason if there now should be a reason for everything, sometimes it's real tough, no matter what religion we believe in or not, how anyone or anything or us, how it can just, how some things can happen, how some things can get tolerated to happen, how something can be allowed to happen. And when it comes to our children passing before us, or people simply passing way before their time, as we might see it, that stuff. But I hope that I can send you some love. And I know that there are people watching this who will feel like I'm taking advantage of vulnerable people, or that why should it always be melancholy? Why should it always be sad emotion coming through? It's not. This time it was. And we should respect and appreciate whatever comes through. And this was it. So thank you so much. And I hope I could give you something. A little sparkle of joy in the middle of the midst of other colors. I still can't see if anyone is here or not. Today really is surprises, filled with surprises for me. See if we stream tomorrow. It might be that we use the time to set up the stream proper. It might be that I even that I will be home tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But if we stream, do come join us if you feel like it, and give them that boosting joy. We can feel how beautiful it really can be to stream. You know. Mm. 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 Gonna sip some coffee. Mm. I apologize. Twitch says that there's no one here, so if you are here, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. I just feel there might be someone here. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna sit here and craft. Feel free to share with me if you feel like it. Let's see. So we come up to a tricky part with this. And I'm not quite sure how to do it actually. We got some loopy loops that needs to connect. Maybe I should just continue with where I was. No, I will continue to connect them, I think. I think. Yeah, okay. We go down to this one and we'll start connecting them again. really need to get into this. Sorry if you can't see a thing when it's going on. Maybe I should do this after stream actually. It's not easy to see what's going on. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should continue with that after stream. I'm not sure what to do really. And we can't go through that either. Okay. What wants to get done? We want to secure all these small. Okay, we can click these off. I think they're secured. They should be. I hope they are. I hope they are. You can just do a little knot. That will suffice. Oh! Now the music disappeared completely. I am working with a client right now who is a lot, in some ways I should say, in some ways a lot like my father. And that is truly interesting how, because that truly is a healing process for me as well. Because I had some problems, some issues relating to my relationship with my father. So that working with someone who might perceive the world in a similar way that he did, or still doing, that really gives some perspective to me. And it is a healing process for me. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Maybe someone can resonate with it. It just came through as something I should talk about. So it's interesting. And we should never feel ashamed. Oh, that's what. We should never feel ashamed of bringing ourselves into a profession. And I talked about this a lot, but I felt like I wanted to put it in that way as well. Or to anything that we do, because we are just us, right? My guides are talking to you, Perfect Love, right now, I felt. Because we know that you watch the VOD. I'd love to you. And that was just a message. Don't be afraid to bring yourself into what you do, because you can't not bring yourself into it, right? Look at this little fella. I know you've seen him so many times, but I just think he's adorable. And I'm so tired now, guys. I'm sorry. I know you can tell. We'll see if more people will join, if anyone feels like chatting to me. I'll wait for a moment and then we'll see if there's anyone who wants to chat with me. And if not, because we've got other things to do, right? Than talking to me. Oh, that sounds melancholy. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I might end the stream early. We'll see. It's just been such a day today. It's been a day, it's been a thirsty. And it's been real good. But boy, things have happened. Let's see this little one, this little thread here. Can we secure him? Let's secure him in this, I think. I don't want the figurines to have too much thread outside of them. But I guess that's something that we'll learn in time. As time goes by, right? You learn with practice, I guess. I am so new to this, so. I'm just gonna check, guys. Hang on. Oh, okay. It's saying that there are people here. Lovely. How are you doing, guys? I'm sorry, I can't see if there's anyone here or not. So I'm sorry if this is if I'm just chatting along. I think he is. Just look at him. He can make every rainy day happy, right? And I like his little, I love the little paw poking out here. Now we will have to see what it is snuck into, but something it is. And now we're onto this little one here. We can secure that in any way. So just be aware of the fact if you feel like always if you feel like one of these figurines or more could find a home at yours, just remember that there might be threads that you can't visibly see on camera or in photographs that are there, and this is simply due to me learning as the process go by. I just wanted to be transparent and honest in that. Let's see. Whee! Maybe we can make, a figurine out of just thread. That is something else we could be doing. But I like this with beads. I just like looking at him. Oh, hi, John Hamley. Is masturbation a topic? How do you mean? We did discuss it before. We did talk about it before. Hi, how are you doing? How do you like a little puppy? Isn't he adorable? Oh, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the community. I'm sorry if you've been here and I'm not spoken to. Right now I think the stream Twitch and Streamlabs and all of it they're playing with me. They're not playing ball, but they're playing with me. I can't tell if anyone is watching or not, so I have no idea. How are you doing today, John? Can I call you John? Is that okay? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna change music. Yeah, it's okay to talk about masturbation. There's no problem. What do you want to talk about? Now it disappeared all together. The music. I'm just gonna be a little bit. This is called mature sounds. That sounds like a good topic music, right? I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious because of Twitch. I want to do right by everyone, so I will be a little bit cautious about which words I choose and such. Oh, you struggle with masturbation and you're looking for guidance. I see. I can see if there's any I can see if there is anything for you, from my guides. I mean, if there is any information for you, if you'd like. I'm not working with energy readings as of now or right now, but I can see if there's anything for you. There might not be. Okay. Okay, so what is getting through? Sorry, I was just listening to my guides. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, John. I hope that's okay. If you'd like, you can book a private session with me, definitely, and we can talk about it. But what is coming through now is that you shouldn't be afraid. You're holding yourself back, and you shouldn't be afraid of what you like. You shouldn't be afraid of playing around with it. And the thing is, I'm saying you're holding yourself back. At the same time, I know that you got the problem of overdoing it. At the same time, it's the both sides here that is stepping in, and also they tell me to be very cautious with your question in general, but that it's okay to like what you like, you know, it's not gonna hurt anyone. And I got very specific topics coming through, but I'm not gonna go into it because it feels like I should trade carefully, and since this is live, but it's okay to just be who you are. You do feel held back, but you do get constant directions. Hang on. I can't read chat. Hang on. And you feel to be massively often. Yeah, that was what came through. That is both you're holding back, but also isn't overdoing it. And I think that frustration comes from you holding it back. Because you do have these tendencies, you do have these urges that you're not exploring. And I'm not talking about something that is dangerous to you or to anyone else, but I'm talking about, I'm just checking with my guides how much I can say live. And I'm talking about dressing up, I'm talking about wigs, I'm talking about that area I'm not too connected to right now, so it's not specifically what is going on, but that thing is coming through. Also, I think you know what I'm talking about, but I also think you don't know, because I don't think that you explored it because you feel a little bit, not prude in a way, because you feel the opposite of prude, because you are, like you said, that you get erections so often. But at the same time, you feel that you are too, not timid, because you're not a timid person, but it's, well, you're holding your back in your own fantasies. You're holding your back scared of not necessarily what other people will think, but what you will think about yourself. And you got nothing to feel, you know, scared about. I feel because you are the one who wants to get things done, because you feel this, you know, that you taking the leads. In certain situations, you're also a very varied person in that sometimes you take the lead and sometimes you like to follow and be very timid and hold, but, or hold in the back, but no, you know what I mean. But I think what is getting through is that what is coming through is because you feel like you need to have that control, the control of either lead or to not lead. And in that you control yourself. And because you're a person who both know what it's like to constantly win and to constantly lose, there's not really anything in between, which makes it feel like you're always in between. But it's just a loop going round, you know, it goes back and forth. And this is very normal. But I do feel this wish for control in this environment in yourself. And because of this, you're trying to control your sexual desire as well, if that makes any sense. And because you've had to take care of yourself, not that you haven't been taken care of or for, but because you've been put in situations where you have to be the adult for yourself, if that makes any sense, when you were a child, and because you need this constant feeling of control in yourself, within yourself, and you are over expressing this for yourself, which is a survival mechanism. There's nothing wrong with with it, about it. But I feel like also in that you want to control your own sexual desire, you want to control your own impulses. And when we try to control our impulses, we will feel them much stronger because we try to spit on them rather than, I'm sorry for that word, but I usually say when we try to spit on something instead of taking it in hand. And I'm not talking about your genitals, but with your situation, it will take up more place, it will take up more space than if you just agree on it being there. So since you try to control your impulses, which we can't control, of course we can control them in a certain way, but you try to control them even before they're there, which will have them, firstly, will have them appear, and secondly, will have it so you feel like you lost all control and you still try to hold on to that control. So when you then let it on, when you then let it in, feeling okay, so this gives me, I'm now getting an erection and I now want to masturbate. And when you give in to that, you still want to control what sexually arouses you. Does that make any sense? Sometimes you premature ejaculate, and other times take 30 more minutes. Well, it's all about where you focus your attention, and I believe this is what I said. I believe that you're trying to control your environment within yourself because you are used to not being to be able to control the outer environment around you. You try to create this inner world and this inner environment that you always try to control. And I've got no problem with the topic. I'm sorry that sometimes it does not come up in chat. I can still see it though. I no problem with this whatsoever with the topic. So don't worry about it. It's part of life, right? But does it make any sense what I'm telling you? I'm gonna change music, hang on. Does it help? Oh, I'm glad. I just think that what I think it is that since you've always wanted to be a mature child, meaning that you always wanted to be the adult in your inner world, does that make any sense when I say it like that? It's like you try to be the police officer in your inner world for yourself. So that frustration comes from that inner child or inner teenager who wants to explore. I'm sorry, I'm having problem reading chat for some reason. It's not scrolling with me. Earlier we were having trouble with ejaculation, but then it calmed down and it came naturally. Beautiful. Soothing music. I'm trying to find some music that will fit. We are taking these from YouTube library that will be for creators, so it wouldn't get copyright strike, but we're looking to find some other music. But this one I like. But thank you. I hope that you enjoy it. But does it make oh, thank you, Amartillo. So does it make any sense, John, what I'm talking about? That I'm glad you can be yourself. I'm sometimes feeling awkward, yeah. When we are put in that situation of feeling that we can't control the outer environment, or that we simply don't have to, and we start to control the inner environment, we are still in it as an adult. We're still trying to control. And you know yourself that well that you can know what is in your mind, what is in your heart. And as long as those two go together, and I'm not saying in a controlled way now, but you're not hurting anyone. So believe in that pink is what's coming through, you know, and don't feel dirty. You're making it worse for yourself if you're keeping the frustration in, right? So meet that teenager who wants to know. And if that then feels wrong, then meet him again and listen. Don't try to talk too much. In that, don't try to control it too much. Meet the teenage boy and ask him, what? You know, what is going on? You feel like when you can calm down, your masturbation is better, but when I'm stressed, you cannot ejaculate. That's natural, sorry. So when you're stressed, maybe you can take a cup of tea. Maybe you don't have to masturbate. Maybe it doesn't have to come to masturbation each time. Because I feel this problem of trying to control yourself, you do all the time. You know? And when you're letting yourself go, you're controlling it, letting yourself go. So maybe, and because you got a hectic life, this is a usual thing that when you get an erection, you masturbate. Many people do, but you can actually find it in some other way. I'm not saying it's wrong to masturbate and you should continue, but I feel like the problem and the frustration comes from this frustration of controlling yourself and always control yourself. And because of the stressed environment, our fantasies are built upon what we experience, right? So our inner worlds, and you got this inner world in you, and that will be stress because you're used to the stress outside, right? So to take a book, to sit down and to sip on a cup of tea, or just take a cup of tea, sit down, and actually, this is an interesting point, actually. You can try, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's just natural. Try to actually meet your erection, meaning try to see what it is. I'm not saying masturbate, you know, because that's what we do. We meet our erections, we masturbate. But if you feel like maybe I don't have to masturbate each and every time, maybe there's another reason for me to get an erection. There's of course some sexual reason, but it might be some other reasons as well. Take a cup of tea and sit with yourself and just see, okay, what is going on? The teenager in me, if we go back to that, and then the adult. What is it? And listen to yourself. And if that voice is saying, I'm simply stressed and frustrated and ejaculation is the best way for me to get calm, fine. But maybe there's some other way you can do it as well. Maybe meditate. Maybe get a healing. You can come in and book a session with me if you like. Or maybe join a communal healing as we do here on Twitch. It's communal only for me, you know. You can sit there where you are now. Just be you and don't feel embarrassed for getting an erection, because almost every man does, right? So you can have an erection and not need to masturbate to orgasm. Ejaculations calm me down, yeah. I'm not saying stop, you know, masturbating, but also maybe you don't even have to orgasm. You know, maybe you don't have to have that ejaculations every time. Maybe you don't even have to start the process. You already started it with your mind, I know, and your body, but maybe you can just meet the erection and then the person behind it, you, and see, okay, what is going on? Is this simply sexual tension? Fine. Or is this boredom? Is this stress? Because you are so your days are very similar. I get the feeling in your mind you always go this train, and then maybe ejaculation has become the way for you to meet yourself, to be with yourself. And I'm just saying there might be other things that you can do as well, because at the same time you're getting stressed because the first thing you said to me was I'm having a problem with masturbation, which means that you want something to change. So maybe the change could be that, okay, let's have it in my life, but let's see what lies underneath, or what might it be. And sometimes it's simply sexual tension. Brilliant. Sometimes it's just a good thing to be doing. Brilliant. But sometimes it could be something else that wants to get an outlet. And that's perfectly okay, Jen. Maybe just talking about this can help you. Your days are similar. Yeah, I just see this one-sided train, you know? And since you're used to the stress and the task after task, and even when you don't have any task, it's a task to wait to get on task. And find new ways. Take that cup of tea, sit down in a comfy chair, and just look at your life and see it, meet it, greet it, thank it, and then see where do we go. Because whatever, we're here. And if masturbation is the way for you, brilliant. But I have a feeling that some of the times you could be doing something else also. That could be calming you down. That might be an easier way for you when you're in public, or when you're with family, or for your future. Because I get this controlled again feeling about the future, regarding the future, at the same time the fear of what will come, what will happen. So I hope that you can feel that this joke is appropriate, because I just wanted to tell you I just wanted to say it, but because it's with love, it's with joy. Maybe have life come for a change, you know? See where you're at, meet yourself and listen to yourself. And with that, I'm simply talking about a cup of tea. Who knows what you'll find? And if you feel, you always know, because you are so controlled, you know. You have the connection between mind and body, mind and heart, and as long as it doesn't hurt other people or yourself, find your way. You deserve it. You're used to people judging you, so it's hard to talk about this. Have life come for a change, yeah. Have life come for a change, right? That's no problem. I have a telepathic twin who's a man, who's a male, who had problems with getting erections before. So the feeling of how it feels in the body, even for me as a woman, with that privilege of being connected to a man, I know. No worries. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna check. I have a whisper. Hang on, guys. Oh yeah, that's fine. You who whisper? That's fine, MK. Don't worry. I hope you're having a good day. So, does it feel any better, John? Would you like to book a private consultation with me and we can talk specifics, or does this feel alright? How do you feel? Maybe you just want to hang in the community for a while and maybe you'll find something. There's no worries. Does it feel like I might have been able to provide you with something? You feel like you're normal. That you're you. I'm so happy. And the days will always come when you want to keep controlling yourself, because we as people, as humans, we're used to things, right? And we are so quick to get used to things. And it's a tough journey to get used to something else. But try. Life is just life, right? Try and see what happens. I must say though, John, I am so happy, and you serve as such an inspiration choosing other paths then, because we can talk about drugs and alcohol and things, and I'm just saying that because addiction, as this is kind of the problem of masturbation and being addicted to masturbation and ejaculation is an addiction, right? In its own right. And I'm just so happy that you, because this saved you from going another path, because I do feel there's tendencies also to other addictions. And it's just, thank it for having been there. Greet it, thank it, and see, okay, so this was a solution. For what? Except for when it's simply sexual tension. And I think that what stems from it is self-confidence and the lack of. And you are worthy to be you. And you are beautiful as you are. And don't worry about what's happening right now. It's fine. I am connected to you, so I know what's going on. It's fine. Don't worry. It's alright. Just breathe and see, where does this come from? And I know it's tough in the moment. I know. But you're still focusing on our conversation. So just breathe. You know what? Close your eyes. And just let yourself listen to yourself. Take a moment. Just listen to yourself. What is this? I'm sending some healing energy with an angel to you. And just listen to what comes through, okay? Okay. Just listen. I'm gonna stay like this with you for a while. Just listen. What comes through? Good. Beautiful. There should be some singing coming through. Maybe you just feel a wisp of air. There. Don't worry, it's alright. Just listen to what comes through. It's your inner self. Beautiful. We're going back to childhood. Beautiful. The feeling of being lonely. It's okay. It's okay. Just breathe. It's alright. I feel the tension. It's alright. Just breathe. Just listen to yourself. There, you got an angel next to you, tapping you on the shoulder. Just listen. Just listen. It's alright. Beautiful. Beautiful. There. Can you feel the change? There you are. Don't try to rush it. You're running again. It's okay. Good. You shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. There's no reason to. We all experience this. It's okay. Now, what does your mind tell you? What's your first thought? What do you want to do? And if that is masturbate, that is fine. But it might be something else. You know what you can do? Take your left hand and place your fingers between your eyes. Can you do this for me? Good. Take your fingers with your left hand, your thumb and long finger, is it called that? And just place them softly. You can take all three of them, the pointy as well. Place them calmly in between your eyes. Just breathe. In and out. Now I want you, if you can, I know it might be difficult in where you're at, but you are connected and you're rooted to where you are. So just feel those beautiful roots coming off the floor into your feet. Or your bum, that's alright as well. Whatever it's connected to the floor, whatever it feels. Let the roots coming through, flowing through, still holding your hand. I want the beautiful energy coming through. Now you got a beautiful string from up top as well. The golden energy of healing, reaching your head, your frontal lobe, there. Now both these beautiful energies working at the same time. Can you feel that? Going through your throat now, the golden one. The roots coming up, connecting in your heart. I want them to go out into your left arm and out through your left fingers that you're holding in between your eyes. And I want you to inhale, and I'd like you to imagine that you release the knowledge to yourself into where your fingers resting, in between your eyes, and exhale and feel the beautiful energy fill your head and going all the way down to your heart, creating this beautiful aura of secure and safe, warm, embracing feeling around you. It's okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now do what you feel is right. What comes into your head, connected to your heart, won't hurt you, won't hurt anyone. And you are as controlled, so you know if there's something going on, you know. But if it won't hurt you, if it won't hurt anyone else, do it. Listen to yourself, trust yourself, and go have that cup of tea. It's okay, it's perfectly. If you feel you're safe and you feel masturbation is the right thing to do, then of course, if you feel like you're sitting, you can do that. You can embrace the energy around you. You got such beautiful, you got angels around you. You got golden shimmer from above. You got the roots from your feet. You got this beautiful cocoon surrounding you. We all do at all time, but it's so strong right now. What you can do is simply sit and breathe in it, in the love from the universe. And you know where it comes from? From within you. So you give to yourself, and you give and you take. You give and you receive from yourself. And I don't even think that you need to masturbate. I think this can help you. Just try for a while and just sit. And I'm not telling you that the erection will go down, because there's a reason why it's there and something needs to come out. So you need an outlet for something. But for now, just sit. Okay? Beautiful. Hi, Becca Christ. So the readings are all sorts. Depending on what you need. In the moment, I work very closely to my guides and I just listen to them. So I just need a sip of water. Working with sexual energy takes my energy too. I'm just human. I'm sorry if I'm blushing. I connect via energy frequency streams. So I work with telepathy, I work with intuition, I work with astral communication, and I work with healing. So it's all depending on what needs to reach you in the moment. I feel a connection to you, John. All the love to you. Truly. Just remember that all the love you're feeling is from within yourself. I'm simply here showing it all. It is interesting and it's such a lovely thing to be doing. And for you guys who just joined, I just want to show you our little puppy that we were working on. Hang on. A little puppy. Isn't he adorable? And he's got his little paw here. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit flustered. I'm just human, so working with sexual energy still flusters me a bit. Sorry, I gotta whisper. I'm just gonna look. I'm happy you're enjoying your time, okay? It's a relief you can express your feelings. Well, they're human. We all got those feelings in some way. You know, I usually say this, which is so important. I feel that these situations might differ a lot from individual to individual, but the emotional journey is usually so similar, only with different things. But the emotion, if we can understand this, imagine what we can do. It might be difficult to understand, you know. I might feel a particular feeling about this last night, And you might not understand that feeling at all, but you might feel that feeling to this wristband or something very similar to that feeling. And when we can understand that the emotion is so similar only to different things, only to different and for different and with different objects or situations, relationships, or what it could be, perspectives of our own being. If we can understand, perspectives in society, whatever it is, the situation, external situation can differ so much, but the internal is usually so similar. Is what I experienced, at least. If you wanted to try one reading, how would it work? You would ask me, and I would ask my guides if there's any information for you. I am, however, struggling with exhaustion, and I was not gonna work this stream. So there might be that love says no. But then you can always come back. You can book a private consultation with me, or you can come back to another stream. But how it would work is that you ask me and I ask my guides. As simple as that. Thank you, John. So am I. This is why I'm crafting a lot these days, because I'm dealing with exhaustion. But sometimes my guides have clear messages, or not so clear, but messages that wants to come through. Sure, I'll see if there's anything for you, Pegacrace. But I have been working a lot, so I am tired. But I'll see. And also flustered because I work with sexual energy. But I'll see. Okay. It's a very general message coming through that many people can resonate with this not knowing which face we show to our surrounding. With you, it's such a I get a whirlwind of visual noise. Does that make any sense? There's so much that wants to speak with us in our surrounding. I get a lot of whirlwind of visual noise. So, and the feeling of which face we show the people around us. So I get this feeling that we want to connect to everything and nothing at the same time. I get this frustration with society at the same time as we need to pick up this facade, if you like, that sometimes can be a little bit harsh. And sometimes we feel it being more harsh than it is, and sometimes it's just about these masks and these layers that we give, that we try to give or try to show the people around us. And I get this visual noise with you, meaning there's things in front of you speaks so loud. Does this make any sense for you, Pegacrace? Because I get this feeling, and you might not resonate. It does, okay. Everything is so loud, so we don't know. It's like we have to raise our own voice in order to hear ourselves over the noise of all the objects and all the things and all the people. And people somehow gets a little bit muffled. Like when we try to, and I'm not, I just realized because you asked me to repeat, but it's quite interesting because I get this feeling that objects speak so loudly and people are a little bit muffled. And in this, we try to understand ourselves, and it gets this whirlwind of expression. Does that make any sense? So what is happening is that this is simply an acknowledgement of I understand you, I see you, and it's okay, and you're not alone. And with visual noise, I'm thinking maybe, you know what I'm thinking? maybe we can go into ourselves. You can do a meditation where you just close your eyes and you imagine, for me, what works for me, and it feels like it might do for you as well. I just see this flame. Sorry, I'm gonna change music. This candle, and I know it's gonna be tough, but do this when you feel relaxed, when you feel like, and it's not gonna be, you can do it the first time because there's so much noise in your ears, in your head, in your face daily. And I just say, I see this. And it's so much that sometimes you just can't deal with anything. And that's when we fall back and we try to call ourselves lazy, or we feel like we're not providing with anything, but we got so little energy. And it's due to all the visual noise is what is coming through. So if we could just go into ourselves, and it takes practice, but just closing our eyes. And I won't be able to do this meditation now because I am so tired. But what I want you to try, and what is coming through, is to close our eyes and imagine this flame in a candle. A lit candle, and just imagine the flame. Or maybe just imagine the water running down over a stone, whichever works for you. Maybe just a cloud, something that you can focus on, that brings you peace, that brings you harmony. In your case, I do feel the flame, or maybe a straw grass, in the wind. Just put something that feels like it can provide you with peace. And just imagine this in your inner. Just try. I got a beautiful meditation, which is called The Pond, that I would love you to watch. But it takes some working on from my end, because I need to. Thank you so much for joining the community. Welcome. It takes some doing on my end, and I'm dealing with exhaustion, so it might take some time, but you can find it in past live streams. I will try to make it into one video, but it's about you going to this pond, is a meditation, and just meeting and greeting whatever comes floating towards you. However horrid, however joyful, whatever it might be, in your mind, you just meet and greet, thank, and let it go until you can see your own reflection. And when you see your own reflection, you meet, you greet, and you love yourself, and you breathe it in, and you just feel the connection to yourself. It's a beautiful meditation, and I would like you to try it. But for now, what is coming through is also just imagine this flame just flickering. I know I'm giving you a lot of visual noise now as well, I'm sorry. A lot of different things, but I would like you to try with the flame, and it's just that, just trying to see the flame until that is what you can see. And when you've found that, I want you to imagine that flame just flickering, or just that water going over the stone, or that cloud forming, or that one straw grass in the wind. And I want you to then take it in, breathe it in, put it in your heart. And as you feel, this gives me a headache, this room is too much, just for your inner self, imagine that same scene and just feel yourself with calm. I want you to try this, and it will be tough, it will be difficult, I know. So I want you to try the pond. I would love for you to join on Tuesday, or next time we stream, hopefully on Tuesday. We might be streaming on Friday, tomorrow. But because of exhaustion, I really don't know. But I would love you to stay in our community and to join us for the pond. And to do that in combination with the flame. I call it the flame, but the grass straw or what it might be. And just finding that something that you can focus on that can provide calm in all the noise. And I'm not saying set everything aflame, I'm not saying that. Simply finding an imagery that gives you hope, that gives you peace within yourself, that you can then go back to when it's too much. And if it feels uncomfortable, if you're in a public space, first off, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable, but I do understand if you don't want to close your eyes in a public space. I want you to try to still imagine that imagery in front of you, even if you can't close your eyes. So this takes practice, and I want you to try to find this for yourself. I would love you to join us for the pond, and then just be you. How's that? I don't know when I stream next. I take each time or each day as it is, one step at a time. And I'm sorry for this visual noise, by the way. But this one is one adorable one, right? He's worth it, isn't he? And you're worth being you. I'm just gonna check. I had some messages. I hope that feels okay. Paragraphs, and like I said, I have no idea when I stream next. I'm taking one day at a time because I have to. And I do have clients, and I do practice for taking my driver's license or to do my driving test. So there's loads going on, and I am exhausted. I'm dealing with exhaustion. So one day at a time, and that's fine, right? I'm just gonna check. I've got some messages. Oh, that's fine, John. Thank you for being here. It feels better now in your connection. Lovely. MK, I'm so happy that you're enjoying your time. Oh boy, I'm tired now. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I think many of us, I would say 50% at least, well, all of us, like I said, the emotional journey is so similar, even though the situational one might differ. But to feel like there's too much visual noise, I think so many people can agree on. And it's just for us to find the peace within ourselves, as it is with every situation. And we deserve it, is what I think and believe. Beautiful, Jen. Do try that tea though. Try it. Sit down and just relax, sometime. But do continue to masturbate it if that feels better. It's okay. And I say that out loud because we've done it in chat before. Tea is definitely coming through. Sorry, I'm answering whispers. Tea is definitely coming through. For you. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, thank you, Pega Christ. I love what I do, and I hope that comes through. And what I do, because I get this question a lot, how can you actually be this? Can you actually be genuine being like this? And I said, the human answer to why I do what I do, and the truth, and every truth is a truth, but still, all we can do is trying to help ourselves. And how I help myself is by helping others. It's that simple, it's that easy. And that's just my truth. Oh, I just got a comment that I washed away someone's nervousness, and that made me feel. Thank you. Oh, so many bubbles of joy today. I love that expression of the bubbles of joy. It came through so many times. It came through more and more during my healing sessions. All these crystal bubbles coming through, surrounding the body. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Peggy Cries, and all of you. I hope that you enjoy your stay. It's a beautiful community. It truly is. And I am so grateful being able to be here and being part of it. I think this one is secured. I'm gonna have to stop streaming soon though, guys. If you've got any questions or anything you'd like to talk about. I'm tired now, you can tell, right? Do feel free to put it in chats. Yes, Packet Rice. What is it? I'm just gonna secure this one. What exactly is visual noise? That is when it's so objects that you see or that is near you, that it draws your attention so that you feel like you can't focus, or that you try to focus on everything or nothing. Visual noise is, maybe someone in chat can explain what visual noise really is, but it's when objects, it's like they're making sounds, but it's not sound, but instead it's for the eye. So that, you know, when you sometimes feel like there's too much noise, so you don't really know how to cope with it. Visual noise is that, but for your eyes. So it's too much stimuli, it's too much things going on, too many objects or too many colors or too many changes going about. And in your case, it's about too many things happening at the same time and too many things in general. Does that make any sense? Was what came through. I got the question now. I'm gonna say this out loud. I got a question, whisper. Yeah. Do you understand it better then? Or should I try to explain it even better? I'm not good at this when I'm tired. I'm sorry. A lot of things going on with your life. Yeah. Just remember to be yourself, to be you, and try that flame. And then also, I would love you to join the pond, really. We'll see, right? I got a question in a whisper that I would like to say out loud. If there's a way to reach me outside of Twitch, and there is. I am an intuitive counselor. I got an office here in Sweden, and I also work internationally, and then over Skype usually. And I'm gonna have a Discord as well, but Skype, and I do take sessions via Skype or via another app that might suit you, that we can have a conversation, video or non-video call. So I do that for international clients. And then if you're in Sweden, you can come to my office, and you can also have a chat via non-video or video call as well, or just chat with me. Oh, I got this distance reading that I do also, where I send a copy of a reading, meaning just a document of what I could from your photograph, but it is something that I do for national clients. So for international clients, it's sessions with just you and I and my guides and whatever energy that wants to come through. Now I got a question if there is a fee, and what you can do is there is a fee. These streams are totally free, but for a private session, you can donate a small amount, €1 and up, and I will return your donation with a request if you would like a private reading, and you will get a shorter reading that way. Or you can pay the ordinary fee, or the original fee, or what you should say. We've set for €75. But like I said, you can donate whichever amount you feel is proper and feels okay with you, and do so via PayPal that you find here or here, depending on which platform you watch us. But sorry, I was scared so you can see me. So you can pay €1 or up, whichever amount you prefer, and I will give you a short reading if you feel like it, just you and I, or energy transference, depending on, but that's just you and I over, for example, Skype. That's how it works. We are a business, and this is why. How did I learn? I lived, and I live. That's truly is the only answer I got. I have not followed any schools or tutorships. I did a communal healing. Sorry, the music is very loud, isn't it? I did a communal healing, or I did a cooperative healing with a healing instructor in Reiki master, and I asked them, can I take a course with you? So because people feel like, you need to have a diploma or so, and her answer was actually, and without, being, I want to be timid and such, but what she said was generally that, yeah, of course you can if you want a diploma, but I would like you to teach me. So I have just lived, I am just me, and I believe this is something that we all can do. We just do it in the way that suits us in our life. And if we're skeptical, then that's what we need to be. And who knows what's the truth? Every truth is a truth, I believe. And I've not got more experience than someone else. I've just got other types of experiences. And I love exchanging experiences. It's the best thing I know. So how to learn? You already are. That's the answer. It's a profession, just like any other profession. And it suits some people more than others, just like in any other. And this method that I'm using is something that I and my guides have come up with. So it's just my way of being a medium, I guess. And I am so privileged being able to do it, but so can everyone. You know? I'm not saying come to me, I'm the only one who knows how to do this. No. I'm saying I just want to, if you feel it right to, I would love just walking beside you for a little while. And since I work with my guides in my profession to reach the library, the universal library that we call the Akasha library, I think some people do. And if you feel there might be some information for you that I can provide, there might be the similar, the very same, or something entirely different if you did go to someone else. It's just an interaction between you and I, and whatever energy that comes through. And it's so important for me that it is an interaction between you and I, because many mediums, we feel like we're just channels, right? And yes, sure, we're channels, but we're also chosen for this particular interaction. So, what more than channels? We're also human beings, and the energies all interacting. And I think that is so beautiful. I'm gonna read. Oh, that rub! Akashic Records. Yeah, exactly. As I see as the library and my guides are librarians. That's how I see it. So, yes, John, if you are interested, what you do is simply donate, and you can find it down here or somewhere. €1 or whichever amount you feel right, and I will get back to you with an email and we'll book you in. It's that easy. I did a healing a few weeks back and you could really feel the energy. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love doing healing and I love working this way. I was so uncertain that I was going to be able to work via the internet because I thought that the vibration might disturb one another because it's all frequency, but it's also all from the same energy stem, right? And no, it's the opposite. Having people that might not otherwise interact, and also energies helping each other out. Wow, it's just beautiful. On the donation, do we have to write our email as well? They will ask you, PayPal will ask of your email, I think. So you actually don't have to write. I think, oh, it might say that you do. That's old, sorry. I haven't changed that. I think it will say PayPal will ask you for your email and I will get it that way so you don't have to. Yeah. So, Fabrob and everyone else joining now, I just want to show you this, who hasn't joined for a couple of streams, because this has taken a couple of streams, but this is our little puppy. Isn't he cute? And we're trying to give him, oh, maybe it's mommy's or daddy's scarf that he tucked himself into, or a sleeping bag, I'm not sure, but I think he's so adorable. I just wanted to show him. So yeah, we are wrapping him warm, all tucked in, yeah. I usually don't work with reds, so I'm so happy doing this now. And look, he can support his own weight. I think, did you see our Pokemon? Did you see our little Teddy? He can't support his own weight. He's I'm so new to this, so this is probably the, what can it be? The 4th one I ever do, I think, maybe. So we'll learn along the way, right? It's the 2nd one on stream because Teddy was the first. Thank you. And those are also for sale when they are done. And they are what they are. I mean, if you buy them, that's more supporting us, right? It's more like a support because they are a bit expensive. But if you feel like they might belong in your home when they're done, then I will give them a focused healing energy specifically for you and then ship them off. It might take some time in the beginning because I don't know how we will ship them off outside of our country yet. But if you do wish to have them at your side, then of course we'll figure it out together. We said 15 plus shipping, but we can always, reach an agreement. But we'll see. This little puppy is not ready yet. We'll see what happens, right? I always want to come to an agreement that suits us both and everyone, really. Same with my clients. They have to pay the original fee first time they come around, but then if they want to continue, then we'll always find a way, to suit them. I started out doing this for free, and I would love being able to always do it for free, but in our society, I also need to live, right? So whatever it is and whenever it is, there might be a figurine, if there might be a consultation, a healing session, whatever it might be, I always want to come to an agreement that suits us both. It's so important, I feel. But the shipping cost we don't know, so it's plus shipping. So 15 plus shipping, shifting. That we don't know. Like I said, we always come to an agreement that suits all parties. But I think they're cute. Hmm. So, yeah. Oh, Pimpus is now here, so it's time for me to go home, guys. Always when we have the most fun, right? You wanna say hi today? No, he's tired. We'll see if we'll drop by tomorrow, or we'll see if I will be home, or if we will set up the stream, or if we'll stream. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much, guys. I'm not sure if I can see your donation when we're offline. I'm not sure. But what you can do, John, you can send me an email now already, and we can get into the to come to the agreement that way. You can do. So you could just email me. You find the email down below as well. But it's vhe@vheintuition.com, and you can just send me an email, and we'll come to an agreement, just you and I. We will have to talk a little bit also about this because it's about sexual energy. So it might be a good thing that we take it that way. But so you could do. So vhe@vheintuition.com, and it's vintuition in one word.com. You'll find it down below, I think. I hope. So it could be a good thing that we come in contact that way, yeah, so we can discuss it. Since it is about sexual energy, it will take some more of my energy, so we'll have to see what we'll come to an agreement. Oh, thank you. He's just stood by the door with his iPhone out, typing that in chat. Isn't that lovely? But yeah, it doesn't. It's not a what's it called? The first V doesn't have to be an uppercase, but it's fine. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a lovely, lovely stream. Thank you so much for all energy healings I have gotten to do, and for all the readings, and I hope that I could provide you with a little something, because you provide me with so much. And yeah, thank you so much. And whatever you decided to, I just feel I want to say that no matter what you decided to do whilst watching the stream, as we know there's a couple of people, it's alright. Don't worry. And I'm just happy being able to be here for you. So with that, our little guy is gonna come with us till next week. We'll see if we will continue with. What? Come on! No focus for him. Oh, that's sad. It looks almost orange in that camera. There's something off with that camera with the lighting. There he is. We'll have to check it out. So yeah, thank you so much for joining today. I will go home now, and we'll see if we'll be here tomorrow. We don't know. We take one day at a time. But thank you so much, and all our new followers and this beautiful, beautiful community. Take care. And if you feel like getting in contact with me, do so. I love you too. You too. Enjoy your day, or night, evening, morning, wherever you are. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.